Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's look is all about a bowed lip. So I'm going to show you what makeup I coordinate with my bowed lip. I really hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. So the skin that I'm going to wear with my bowed lip, I like to do a skin that's a little bit more radiant than usual. So I'm going to begin with the Radiance Enhancing Primer rather than the oil free, which is the one that I generally tend to use. When I wear a bold lip, well, I kind of think of it as a bit of a lazy day makeup, for the reason being that I think a bold lip, you can do practically nothing else to the rest of your face and you still look absolutely incredible. You know, the bold lip really speaks for itself, doesn't it? So this look is going to be fairly simple in terms of what my usual makeup routine is. So that's the Radiance Enhancing Primer. Then I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm going to use my favourite Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I'm going to begin with my usual honey and creme brulee under the eyes. So honey first. I'm going to use some on the lid as well because I'm not going to wear anything on my eyes today. Just literally a lash. So this is just going to get rid of any redness from the eyelid. And it also just helps bring my eyes forward because I have quite deep sockets. And I do tend to find that if I don't put anything on my lids, if I'm not wearing eyeshadow, that they tend to recede a little bit. So using the concealer like this, it just helps bring them forward. So that's the concealer. I'm just going to pop a little bit of creme brulee on top of that now, just to brighten. I'm going to take it right up underneath the lash line. Okay, that's the concealer. Then for the skin, I'm not going to use a foundation or the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I'm just going to use the Soft Matte Complete Concealer all over. I love the look of a fairly bare skin with a bold lip. So for that reason, I'm almost just going to spot conceal in the areas that I need the coverage. So for me, unfortunately, that's quite a lot of areas. So anywhere that I have a blemish, I'm just going to cover with the concealer, or anywhere that I carry any redness, so just around the nose and on the T-zone area in general. This shade is Custard. So I'm just using my fingers in a bit of a kneading motion just to press it in and really work the product into the skin. I'm going to be here for days, aren't we, covering my skin. There we go, nearly there. Just make sure you really rub it in and you kind of check your face from all angles just so you make sure that you don't have any patches of concealer that you've not rubbed in. You want everything to look really seamless. Last little bit just on the forehead. A little bit here as well. Okay, great. Okay, so that's the complexion. Then I am going to move on to a product that I talk about loads. It's Copacabana, but I'm using it in the liquid form today. So this is the Liquid Illuminator, and you just literally want a pea-sized amount of this, and just apply it in the same place that you'd usually apply your highlighter. And use your finger to tap it in. I'm using this today rather than the multiple because I just want something that just looks a little bit sheerer, just to really complement the base. So the Illuminator does give you a little bit more of a sheer highlight, and it just looks a little bit more like skin. So for that reason, I like to use it when I'm not really wearing much else on my skin. Put a little bit down the nose as well, and just a tiny bit just on the Cupid's bow. Okay, great. Moving on, bronzer, the all important bronzer, so we don't want to forget that step. I'm going to use my Laguna liquid bronzer, just 2 pumps of that again, with the number 20 blush brush. So this is a natural hair brush, and it works really, really well with liquids because it just soaks up the liquid, so you don't actually apply too much of it. It kind of really gives you an even blend with the product. So just big circular motions around the hairline. I'm just going to use a little bit more because, as you probably know, I do like to always pop a little bit just on my jaw just to make my face look a little bit slimmer, and put some down the neck as well because I'm quite pale there at the moment. Okay, so that's the bronzer. I'm not going to do anything else to the skin now. I'm just going to leave the skin as it is. But moving on to the eyes. So as I've said, we've already concealed. Now get your eyelash curlers out, ladies, and give those lashes a good curl. Don't underestimate the power of a good eye curl. It really makes a massive difference to your eyelashes, makes them look a lot longer. And because I'm quite fair as well, my lashes always tend to disappear. I just find using lash curlers really just kind of make my eyelashes pop a bit more and give them a bit more length. Then this mascara I'm using is Audacious Mascara. It's a gorgeous super black formula and really combs the lashes out, so you get a really nice natural kind of fluttery lash. If you wish, you can build this mascara up to get a real kind of full-on dramatic lash, but it does work just as well for an everyday lash look as well. Okay, fab. So that's the mascara. Then a little bit of eyebrow. So I'm going to go for a textured brow today because I really like the way a textured brow looks with a bold lip. Now my brows aren't textured, they're quite flat, so I'm going to actually use a product to make them look more textured. I'm going to use this first, which is the Brow Perfector, and then I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in with some brow gel. Now this is Oral Brow Gel. It comes in a little tube like this, and it's basically just a clear gel that you can brush through the brow like so to give the brow a little bit more texture. So if you're blessed with lovely long textured brows anyway, you can still use a brow gel because it'll just help brush those eyebrows up into shape and keep them there. And if you're not, then it's a really good way to fake a textured brow. So I'm just gonna use it in a bit of an upwards motion just to give them a bit more of a bushy kind of feral look, which I love at the moment. Okay, great. Now onto the start of the show. So we're talking about the lipstick. Now this is Dragon Girl. It's a velvet matte lip pencil. It's one of my favourite velvet matte lip pencils, and it really is a bit of a cool product for us. So it's the most incredible, bright, vivid red. Oh, look at that already. It looks so good. I'm going to stop talking because I can't get a straight line. What's great about these lip pencils is you don't really need to use a liner with them because obviously they are a pencil, so they give you all the definition and the shape that you need. Okay, looking good. Oh, how gorgeous is that? So that's Dragon Girl. And then I'm going to follow on with a new Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. Drum roll please. This is one of the Velvet Matte Lip Pencils from our shade extensions, which they are out in Space NK in February, and then they're out in the rest of the UK in March. This is called Famous Red. It's a real neon bright red, and I'm going to lay this on top of the Dragon Girl for a bit more added intensity and pop. Okay, amazing. Finally, just one last finishing touch. I always do this if I'm not wearing any eyeshadow, or I do it all the time, to be honest. I just give my lashes another little curl. You're probably thinking, oh my god, she's got mascara on, but it is dry, so all this does is it just helps give them that extra kick and that extra curl, and just kind of sets the lashes in place. Gorgeous. So that's how I wear a bold lip. How do you wear yours? I really hope you enjoyed that video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Let me know what videos you'd like to see, and leave your comments in the box below. Thanks very much. Bye.